So hello everyone and welcome to this week's live Akashic card reading and transmission. And today I'm going to be pulling a card from this beautiful card deck, the Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck. A really beautiful, powerful card deck. I mean, even the image on the box is really beautiful. So I am excited to be here, as I am every week at 4 p.m. Mondays, usually, just as I wait for a few people to come and join me. Say hello if you're joining me live. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Usually have people from all around the world here, so which is always lovely and wonderful, and also fun. So if you have a question, if you have something that you are really considering right now that you would like some little bit of wisdom, a little bit of guidance from, we're going to pull a card to give you some support, and I'm going to channel a little something for you from the card that we pull. So if you're new to me, if you're new to my world, then please hit the follow button. Do follow me. I am here every week on my Instagram page at Natasha Nicole Harris to support you with something that you might be struggling with. Maybe it's nothing you're struggling with. Maybe you just want a little piece of clarity around something that you're navigating right now. You'd like a little sign, a little next step. It's always fun to work with the Akashic Records. And I really, truly believe that actually working with the Akashic Records is fun. It is about having fun. We can sometimes take our spiritual journey, our spiritual path, our spiritual evolution quite seriously. And actually, it is about having a little bit more fun. It's a little bit, we don't have to take it so seriously. We can lighten the load. We can hold it lightly, as I like to say, because it is important that we get to experience the richness of life. Sometimes there are ups and downs, sometimes there are hurdles, sometimes there are mountains that are just presented in front of us for no apparent reason, yet we have to climb a mountain all of a sudden because something is standing in our way. When we can really sit in a moment of presence, when we can really sit and be with that thing that is perhaps standing in our way, then we can breathe our way through it. We can create a little bit of space. We don't have to push so hard, so heavy, that we don't really know what we're doing. We don't really know how to even navigate it. When we create a little bit of space, what we are actually doing is we're just inviting that wisdom to come through. That beautiful energy, that little sign, that little thing that we've been too busy to appreciate, to acknowledge, to become aware of. We can really then be very much distracted, pushing too hard and pushing in more of a resistance in the space. So I'm going to pull a card. Let's see what comes up. It's really interesting. It's been a really interesting couple of weeks. The energies have felt very strong. I've felt like I've really needed a lot of support, a lot of guidance, um, a lot of additional energy to navigate things the last couple of weeks. And I have done that by asking, by sitting still, by being in the moment and just asking for a little bit of wisdom and guidance. That's why I love the card decks, because they really, truly do offer us this like little window of insight of something that we just might already know. It might be a confirmation, or it might be a moment of like, oh yes, I'd totally forgotten that thing. I totally forgot to forgot about that little tool, that little element of things. So we're going to pull a card in a moment. If you are joining live, then say hi, and let me know what you are would like a little bit of support and guidance around. If you pop it in the comments, I will give you a little bit of feedback around that. In particular, last week we had some beautiful questions around things that people wanted some support and guidance around. And yeah, I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to see how what wants to come through for you. It doesn't matter when you watch this. It doesn't matter when you tune into it. The magic, the message is always there available for you. So I'm going to pull a card. Let me just, I think I've got two there. I'm going to pull that one. Oh, water. Now that's an interesting card. I don't think I've ever pulled that card from this deck. Water, the element of water. So if you've got a question and you'd like to know how water might support you, then just pop that in the comments. Hi there, Natasha. New choice, is it the correct path? So water. So this is interesting. Water has a very strong force, but it can also flow very, very beautifully. See what message comes through for you here, Natasha. But it's like water has this beautiful flowing energy. Water will go through the easiest path, will allow itself to find a channel of least resistance to flow to where it needs to go, which is generally downhill. It doesn't try to push uphill, doesn't try to strive harder. It will go where it wants to flow, where there is an opportunity for it to flow. So what this is saying around, is this the correct path, is perhaps, are you pushing too hard? Are you aware, or have you got some awareness around where does that want to flow, that path, that choice? Are you trying to direct it in a certain direction, or are you allowing it step by step to unravel, to unfold? The water will trickle into a certain point, then it will have to maybe come against something, and then it'll have to find and carve a new path to work its way through. Sometimes it will have to go underground, sometimes it will have to move around things, but the water will always find the path of least resistance. Water is a beautiful energy of flow. We don't want it to stay stagnant. If you're not doing anything, where does your energy want to flow? Where does it want to move? Because often we can stay really stuck. We can stay really stuck in a particular place, in a particular area, and we just don't know which way to flow. We think everything is a block, everything is a dead end. It's like it doesn't want to move. So if you're feeling that, then that might be the message. Is like, let something flow. Hi Preeti, I'm drinking water intentionally as I'm seeing you pull the card. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a really beautiful, thank you for that, because water is what nourishes us. It keeps us hydrated. It keeps us moving. It keeps us in fluid and moving. If we're dehydrated, we can feel really sticky. We can feel really dry. We can feel really really challenged. So yeah, water, like drinking water intentionally, like not just drinking water for water's sake, but drinking it with intentionality. I love that. Thank you so much for that piece of wisdom, because I think that is a beautiful practice or a ritual that you can do. And taking anything in with a little bit more intentionality. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? What do we hope to get out of it? What do we hope to receive? What is that around that? So thank you for sharing that. But yes, water is very much around allowing things to flow. Put down the resistance. Take a breath. There's nothing to fight. There's nothing to resist against. Find your flow. Find your unique flow. Find the flow that you feel you want to tap into. What are you being guided to? What are you being guided to take a next move around? Take a next course of action? Does it feel inspired? Are you inspired to take it? Does it feel easy, in flow? Or is there like something sticky, challenging, like you're really having to push hard into it? Can you do it another way? It doesn't mean the path is wrong. It doesn't mean the decision is wrong or the choice is wrong. It could be the way you're approaching it is wrong. Your mindset towards it might be wrong. Perhaps you feel or believe it will be hard. Therefore, we create challenge. We create it being hard. It will just reflect back to us that the path we've chosen is hard. Can you give yourself permission for it to be easy? As I said at the beginning, I've been really kind of flowing with things. Things have felt quite challenging to navigate. And yet I have been like, okay, can I put down the resistance? Can I let it go? Can I, even though I feel this resistance or anxiety or tension somewhere, can I also be open at the same time to receiving a miracle? Can something actually work, and like the infinite possibilities of something just be able to move around me? Or do I create so much resistance that I build a dam all the way around me? Those that are joined, this is the card, water. Have you built a dam around you, stopping the water from going anywhere at all? If you have, breathe into it. It's okay, you're safe. You can move, you can take a step, even if you're not certain, even if you don't know where it's going to flow, where it's going to go. Take a step and see. You can always choose something differently at the next step. So if you feel like you want to, and you feel like you're in a space where you can just take a moment and take a few deeper, fuller, more nourishing breaths. Breathe into the belly. Cat's come to join. Breathe into the belly. Can you just loosen your hands, put down the resistance, put it down at your feet? Can you breathe in a little bit more ease, a little bit more flow, a little bit more connection to the divine, to your soul? Can you connect with your soul? Feel their energy around you, whispering to you, letting you know it's safe to move, it's safe to flow. You've got this. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. You let go of needing to know the outcome, needing to know the direction, the exact steps on the path. Can you allow yourself to be more in flow, like water, flowing down the stream, finding her way, moving with the elements, alongside the elements, around the elements. Water is never in resistance to the elements. We have so much water on this land. It's so beautiful to see how she finds and carves new paths, where she flows. So, breathe into your heart. Breathe into flow. Allow things to flow in our body, in your body. Now the wind's picked up. Can you be more in flow? Say yes to flow. Give yourself permission to walk an easier path. You don't have to push so hard. You don't have to be in so much resistance. You can allow. You can be. You can drink water with intentionality, feeling how each drop nourishes you, replenishes you, energizes you. So, let me know in the comments how that was. Could you connect with that energy of flow around you? Energy is always moving. Nothing is really truly stuck, stagnant, still. There's a bird of prey circling above me somewhere from here. And you see from the perspective of the eagle. Allow yourself to be in flow. Mm. Oh, amazing. Really connected with the flow, I'm assuming. Thank you. You're so welcome. Flow. Yes, good. Stay in that flow. Give yourself permission to stay in the flow for the rest of the day, wherever you are in the world. I know people are watching, on replay as well. Whatever time of day is it, can you keep tuning into that flow throughout the next 24 hours? Can you give yourself permission to be in flow like water? To drink more water if that's the message or the guidance that you received. to put down the resistance? Can you allow yourself for the next 24 hours to see what might happen or appear if you allow yourself to be in more flow? And I'll see you next week for another live card reading and channeling. And have a great week in the meantime. Let me know in the comments. And make sure you hit follow if you're not following me to get in notifications of these live card readings every week. Bye for now. Lots of love.